My good friends, we are back on the water, and look what we're going to do today. We're going to see some cool stuff today. Actually, I am going in the morning with some friends, and then I'm going later on with the different friends. I decided to not make 2 days, and I told them, okay, if you're still in the area, just stop by. So we are going today to see all kind of cool stuff. So, and all of these friends, those are my friends. So those are my neighbor here sitting on the right hand, Alan. Wonderful lady. So we are going to see all kind of cool stuff, and the best thing we see, look at this, dolphins are happy like I am. I'm happy. We did not catch all of the jumps on the video because they were all over, and by the time you turn your camera, the jump already done. So I'm just I didn't also post all of them. I don't want it to be all dolphin videos, so I'm just posting dolphins here and there, and then we will talk about dolphins. And so now we are just walking the beach. This is a muddy area, that's not sand. You see the mud here? That's muddy area. So I do have my boots on. So, and look what I found here, a sand dollar. It's a beautiful sand dollar. Now you take this now and put it in bleach or leave it in the sun, it will turn white. How about this? Sand dollars, they are not white when they are alive. They are kind of like greenish color. And now this one is dead. If you put it in the sun or bleach, it will turn white. And sand dollars, actually, they don't survive out of water for too long. They are related to sea stars and sea urchins. They are same family. They have actually many nicknames, and sand dollars, or they call them what else they call them, dollar coins, sea biscuits, sand cake, cake urchin, sea cookies, snapper biscuit, and pansy shell. They use their spines to eat. So it's just a beautiful thing. We just look at them, and usually, actually, in some areas you see a lot of them. Certain time we see a lot of them in one area. Usually, the most I've seen, it was in March when the water was really colder. And sand dollars, not many things actually will eat them because they usually hide, and all the other thing that probably might really eat them is if a starry flounder, sea stars, probably the bigger ones probably will eat them. And then also the sand dollars, you can tell the age of sand dollar by the age of its rings. That's amazing. So next time you find one, just count the rings. You're gonna know how old that sand dollars is. And look at that, we have angel wing. This one is covered with sand and mud. They are everywhere here. They just I just don't pick them up. Some of my friends, they bring containers with them, and they put them in containers, and then they make angel wing art and craft, but you have to have a container. Look at this tiny one here. I've seen them smaller than that too. They actually bury themselves in the sand, mud, or sometimes even on rocks, soft rocks, or even on wood. You see sometimes if you find a piece of wood on the beach, you see tiny babies of angel wings on them. Angel wings, actually, they grow really fast. Like within 6 months, they can grow 2.5 inches. I'm sorry, 2.5 inches. I said foot. Wow. These fossil clams here, I showed you guys here how we found a lot of them. There is one area that we will be going to probably soon when the tide goes out. They will be everywhere. These are really fossilized. They don't grow big like that. Imagine how much meat was inside those. And what do we have here? Let's see if he's alive. No, this one is dead. It's just a whelk. It smells muddy. I don't mind playing with them. I know I have to have gloves on, but I need to have gloves on. But I'm very careful. I only cut myself once or twice a year. Just and these are. There is a stone crab here, baby stone crab. Look at this one here. I picked up that rock, and he was right under it. He was hiding under it. So, but I'm just showing it to you guys, and I'll put him back. He can go back and do his thing. Look at him. They clean under the rock. They just they have their own system under the rock. This is a fossilized rock here. Look at him. He turned. Now, this ones are covered with mud. If you take this one, leave it in the sun, it will turn white, but I don't need any, but I'm just saying it. And there is another angel wing. Look at that. So what do we have here? It's just loose stuff. This is a low tide. I love it. You find all kind of things. I mean, you can find I find a lot of sand dollars in this area. And high tide, there is really not much current here. There is current, but then they get caught on top of this grass and shells. I usually give them to my friends. I pick them up. I should move a little bit slower. I've been trying, my friends. I've been trying. I get so excited when I see cool stuff ahead of me. So once in a while I move the camera fast. Well, the tide is still going out. So this is going to be really nice because my other friends are coming. And they have their granddaughter with them. She's going actually to school down the street in Myrtle Beach. So she will just start. She's 18, so she's so excited to come with us here today on the boat. Her grandparents are good friends of mine. Fun people. I like fun people on the boat. Still all these mussels. Most of these mussels, I've checked them before, they are all dead here. A hermit crab inside a channeled whelk. He's in there. You see a lot of them here because there is grass and there is green stuff, so they come here to eat. And low tide, they just sit and wait for tide to come back. Hermit crabs don't grow the shells. They basically take them from snails. And if they get too big, then they go and change to different shell, which is bigger. Sometimes they fight each other over a shell. Sometimes there will be like 40, 50 of them fighting over one. And sometimes when the hermit crab is getting ready to go in another shell, you will see other ones waiting there for him to come out so they can take it. And they have their own system. Sometimes one of them will come out to go in a shell, one will take the shell that he came out of it, and then some other one will take the shell that this one was supposed to go in there. They get eaten by fish, and sometimes they just hide until they find something to hide in. Otherwise they don't survive. So they have their own thinking. What a nice calm water here. I remember one year I came to somewhere like this. It was like water in one section, and I came and it was full of blue crabs. They were stranded on the whole tide pool area. It was a lot of them in there. Like I told you guys, I know I'm gonna say it again. Can I say it? Please, can I say it? I can do this all day. I can look at this stuff all day. Now, if I come back next week, which is, I'm coming back, we're supposed to get a lot of storms, a lot of rain and wind. So I'm taking break the whole week. And then after that, I will be coming back to see what I can find. So this is cool. I find this is actually, I don't know if you guys saw my video last year, this is actually the same area where I found that big shark tooth that I found here in the same area here. You see they get washed here. There is a netting here. You see that netting here? Well, I decided to really pull it out. Number one, it's trash. Number two, I think it would be cool to be used as something to decorate something in the yard, make it look nautical. So I took it with me. So this one is going with me. Not a pretty one, but I can clean it and it will look really nice. What do we have here? A clam. This is a quahog. It's one of the old quahog, the fossil. Once in a while I do keep him. I take him with me, and it's cool for ashtray. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. What do you guys think it can be used for? I mean, I don't know what else you can use big clamshell that size for. Yeah. You know, sometimes I do the video, and when I go home and I edit it, I look and I notice something laying there that I did not see when I was doing the video. But I usually try my best to really look before I do the video. This one is laying upside down. Usually the ones laying like that is full of mud, and the ones that I see them laying like, you know, the opening is in the bottom, usually there is nothing inside them. Usually they are clean. I see this bump here, I'm like, okay, if it's soft or it's hard, I always check them. It could be anything. If it's hard, could be fossil, could be amber, which is a whale vomit. What is that? Fossilized tube worm. At some point this was actually worms, and people use them in some countries. Actually, I was in one of the countries in Persian Gulf, and one of the islands, and they were actually using them to build houses, and a lot of the old people also use them to remove callus. The turtle bone here. So they use them to really remove callus, or they move them to sand something with them, and they are really they are very good for insulation. This rock right here, like that one. So yeah, that was a piece of a turtle bone. I don't know if it's fossilized or it's been there in the mud for too long. Now this one here, actually I moved with the boat to a different island. This one is about 5-6 miles of walk here. My son has done it before, that walk, and I've done it before. It's a beautiful walk. I've done it actually around sunrise before. The horseshoe crabs, usually this could be the molt. They molted, they can, you know. So, but this one looks like does not look like a molt. Molt, M-O-L-T. Crabs, all of them molt from their old shells, so they can grow bigger. Ah, look at this croc. I found a croc. Live your beach life like a croc star. So I found one, and one thing I learned, I picked it up because it's trash. But so I figured I just walk around with that. It won't be good sitting over there on the beach. So I picked it up, and if I find more of them, I can tie them on my belt and carry them back to the boat. So I just left my buddy on the boat over there. He's sitting by himself listening to music, and he's watching. I dropped my line in the water to see if I get any fish, but I told him he's in charge. I just wanted to watch this one to show you guys the color inside it. Look how red that color is. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's rough from outside, but inside is really nice and red. And we have a cannon bowl jellyfish, and usually you'll find a spider crab actually swimming next to it. Once they get washed, spider crabs actually live inside them. They hang around and they clean the whole thing, and once in a while when they get washed to the beach, down from it you see spider crab trying to get in the water because his home got washed on the beach. Now what would you do if you walk on the beach like this? Nobody except, well, I have some of my friends walking. If you just come here, walk, take your drinks with you and just take your time, walk. I would do it every day. I love doing it. It's really cool, so relaxing. This container, I think somebody had bait container and he has a hole on it, so you see the hole here? So gotta pick it up if I can. Limit how many trash I can carry with me back. Look what I found. I found the other one. So here's what I did. I gave it to my friends, okay, and they said that they will take him to some donation center. So they texted me yesterday and that they gave him to the person, and that person was really happy. And I'm actually, as I'm doing this, I'm trying to see if I can find the text message they sent me yesterday. Well, I don't know what it's at. So, but they told me that the kid was really happy that he got it. So I'm glad. And that was really cool. I'm glad they sent me the message. So that was really cool. Let's do some of dolphin watching. Why not? Now we are moving to a different place. So let's see what dolphins can. They are actually following me. You see the back of the boat needs to be painted. I get too busy and never got a chance to do it. I have the can sitting waiting, looking at me every day, but I'm too busy. And look at the dolphins. They just followed us, and they just is that cool? And they just I mean, they were coming, actually touching the boat. They were showing off. They smile. And I try not to move. I turn the engine off, and I just or I leave the engine on in neutral, because this way they know exactly where the boat is, so they don't get hit if I start the engine. So that was really cool. But we're gonna see more of them actually soon. I just like to pick up and see this rocks and see what's under them. And well, I wanted to know what this rock was anyway, so you just never know what's under it or what kind of rock it is. Another one of those shells, the fossilized clam shells. This is actually the same type of family of quahogs, the modern quahogs. Way thicker, way heavier. I told you guys, oh, look what I found here. Where does that one come from? Who was here that dropped this one? Circular saw. I don't know if you know the brand name, but you think it works if I plug it? I don't know. Well, how about let's see if it works if you plug it, not me. I don't know why it's sitting here. Somebody must be working on a boat that he got washed. He fell and he got washed here. But that's actually really covered with oysters and rusty and interesting. Now this could be used for a good man cave, something to talk about. You know what I mean? You leave it somewhere and people will talk about it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think it works if you plug it. But I thought I just, I laid it there and then I put it on the boat. I actually took it, eventually I took it to the trash by the boat ramp. That's where I left it. Another boat is going, and those are the commercial clammers. They go and get the clammers. His name is Eddie, the guy that gentleman just went over there. He's a nice guy, very nice old man, in a good shape. He's almost in his 80s, but he goes and gets buckets and buckets and buckets of bushels of clams. They put them in bags. That's the worm stone here. This one, it has a hole on it, so there is really no hermit crab on it. If he has a hole on the side of it, a lot of time hermit crabs don't go in there. So when I'm walking now, actually I see a lot of fossils here, because I see a lot of these clams. You see those clams here? Look at that. Oysters actually growing right on top of it. Every storm I see different things in this area, on this spot here, but I think that somebody else actually comes here and checks it out. I walk to see if I can find shark teeth, fossil. This is a bone here that looks like a turtle bone. That's really old. The little ones I take him. My son actually, he likes them. My buddy, he likes to, I take him to him and then he looks at them and he knows what they are. All right. I need to, now, since I'm watching this on my screen, I need to say Slow down, slow down. Don't get excited. This water doesn't go down farther than this, so I wonder what's down. If there is, if I go a little bit farther down. Wait, what is this here? It looks different. Ah, look at that. Whale rib bone. My buddy actually, he knows what they are, and I remember him talking about them, and that's what it is. It's fossilized. Look at that. That's something. I mean, to somebody else it looks like a piece of rock, but for me, I think that is really cool that this was part of a whale millions of years ago. It is really cool find. I can't wait until I take it and show it to my buddy Ray. Wow, I'll probably get more information from him about it. That is really cool. That's really cool. See, now I'm slowing down. I'm kind of excited. That is really cool. I'm still looking now, see what else I can find. Look at those moon snails. They put holes on these shells, and they think that the shell is still alive, and then to find out that the shell is really empty, but they don't know. Look at these fossils. Look at this. All of them clam shells, big. They are huge. They are broken. I've found them before so big. I mean, I found them like, I don't know, almost like 10 inches wide. I don't know what really breaks them. If they were fossils in the sand, buried, a lot of them are broken. I don't know what really breaks them if they are in there, if they are under the sand. Well, since these clams were really big like that, maybe the animals then, they were really big too, and they were eating them. Maybe they were cracking them. Maybe they were eating them. Like right now, seagulls will pick up clams and fly high and drop them on a rock or a boat dock, and then they crack and they eat them. Maybe something was eating them millions of years ago, or I mean, I don't know. But it is really cool area. And the low tide, I do stop here on May 23rd or 22nd is gonna be king tide, which the tide really goes out far, and it comes up really high. I will definitely be coming back to this spot here, and I have another spot that I go to and I check. I will definitely make a plan to be there in low tide to see what I can find here. So now today we found the saw, turtle bone, and whale rib bone. But and then every time I said the wind is coming here this week, so hopefully it will expose some more stuff that is there. We'll see. But you might see me back again on this spot here, and I will. You guys will please subscribe if you're not did not subscribe. This way you know about my future videos. I'm trying my best to really upload as much as I can. I've been busy with work and traveling. I'm trying. So this is an exciting day, and here is my other friend Henrietta, and her husband Dale is sitting right there. She's a lovely lady. My friends from Pennsylvania, from York, Pennsylvania. And look at them, dolphins, and something is eating fish or killing them in the bottom, and the fish keeps floating up, and they are eating them. I think the dolphins are doing it. I think they are slapping them with their tails, and they are stinging the fish, and that's why the rest of them are eating. Because I'm like, why the fish keeps floating up? I mean, you see all kinds of fish keep floating up, and the rest of them are eating them. So I think that's what they are doing in the bottom. They are just hitting them with their tails, and the rest of them on the surface are eating them. And that was really interesting. I have not seen that before. I've seen it on TV, but I did see it today. I do see them, that fish keeps coming up, and the rest of them are eating them. And they are actually around the boat. I have my engine. Actually, I'm not. You see that now soon when I get closer, because they are everywhere here. When I get closer, I just put the engine in neutral and let them do whatever they want. But sometimes they are curious, and what they do, because right now is a shrimp season. All of the big shrimp boats, they come through here, and then they clean their shrimp. They throw all of the fish out, and the smaller shrimp out, and dolphins follow him. So when they see us, they think we are shrimp boats, one of the shrimp boats, and they come and swim around, and they just look at us and smile, and then they realize we don't have any food, and they take off. I think they say bye-bye. Now this island here is actually, it will be underwater in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So sometimes it's really nice to come and sit your chair there. You have the whole island to yourself. And I found a terrapin, diamondback terrapin turtle. Those are really protected, and this one is a female. She probably was here laying eggs and is heading back to the water. And they usually come out to lay eggs. I did see her actually coming from the top, and once in a while, actually, when I walk over there and I see areas when they dug, they lay their eggs there, and there you go, she goes. Let's call her Felicia. Bye bye, Felicia. So she's gone. And here we go back again to dolphins. How about this? How about if I tell you guys a little bit of information, something cool about dolphins? How about that? Well, dolphins are mammals, okay? They have 2 stomachs. Dolphins, they have used echolocation to hunt, to navigate. They have a very strong sense of community. They have actually special whistles. They communicate with each other and recognize each other. They sleep with 1/2 of their brain. So this way 1/2 can stay alert and the other one breathes while sleeping. They are one of the smartest actually fish. They can actually solve problems, complex problems too. They are carnivores. They eat fish, squid, and marine animals. Very smart. And they are very fast. Some of the species of dolphins can go fast as 37 miles per hour. And they can hold their breath underwater for a long time. They can stay underwater for 15 minutes. I used to think it was 9 minutes. I read it somewhere, but finally I had to check. And then I learned that they can be underwater up to 15 minutes. There are many different species of dolphins. There are probably 40 species exist. And not all of the dolphins live in salt water. Like this ones, they can live in salt water. They can go to fresh water a little bit, brackish water, but there are actually dolphins that live in freshwater rivers. They like to play. If there is something like, sometimes they like to play with jellyfish. You know those cannonball jellyfish? They love to play. Well, let me just show you guys what this foot track is. You see the track here? I'm just following it here, and see what is that. And guess what this is? Wait for it. There you go. Again, terrapin turtle. He got stuck in the mud. He can't go any farther. He has to wait for the tide to come back. So I'm not gonna play with it. That's their nature. This one is just sitting there waiting for the tide to come back so he can swim. I don't think he knew there was soft mud there. So okay, let's go back to dolphins. Dolphins are social animals. They actually don't have a good sense of smell. Some fish do. They don't. Dolphins can dive very deep, all the way to 1,800 feet. And they can heal very fast. Sometimes they get cuts and scars from each other, fighting each other. They get bit by other sharks or by other dolphins, and they really heal very fast. They are found all over the world, in all freshwater rivers, and they are found coastal waters and oceans. They are everywhere in cold, warm waters. And one last thing I can tell you, dolphins are a symbol of good luck. So if you see a dolphin, when you see a video, when you see a picture of dolphins here, just make a wish, and they probably might give you good luck today. So let's go and see what else we find here. This area here is all tiny shells here. because I'm looking for them. You see, when I go and look for something, then I find them. Usually I just walk by them, but I decided to get tiny little shells for a little project I have. A little jar I want to fill with the small shells. So what I would do with this ones here, I would take them, put them in a container with a little bit of water, and put them all on one side, and then wait and see if any of them will move to the other side. And in about 5-10 minutes, then I know that there are hermit crabs in them. So that's what I do with them, because they could be hermit crabs on them, and we don't want to take them just because the shell looks good. So I have an idea. Maybe one of my videos, what I will do, I will show you guys how to figure out if there is a live hermit crab inside the shell or no. I had a friend of mine who I told her that she had 6 of them, and I said all 6 of them, because where she picked them up in low tide, I said they have hermit crabs. She said, oh no, I talked and I said anybody home, nobody answered. I stuck my finger in there and nothing. I said, you stuck your finger in there, they will bite you. So finally she said, no, there is nothing in them. So what I did, I took this container, I put some water from the ocean in it, and I put them all on one side, and guess what, all 6 of them moved to the other side within 5 minutes. So guess who was right? I was right again. Yeah, tiny little ones here. I'm just picking them up. Tide is coming in. So, in this area actually the tide doesn't come up too long. That's why these stuff are laying here. Most of them are dead. The tide just comes, touches that area, and just back. Otherwise hermit crabs will come in there and get them and go, especially little ones. So right now my friends are really walking. I can see them over there, and I'm just actually doing this here. They are picking up big shells. I'm just picking up little ones. Interesting. Actually, some of them, if you look at them really close, they really have nice shape. It's just they just don't grow too big. That's all it is. Some of them, that's how small they are, but they really look cool. Yeah, this is actually what is here right in front of me. The sand is very soft. Spiny jewel bugs. There are a lot of them here. I really do not look for them. Once you actually find them in this area here, I found them before, but and then I came back a week later one time, nothing. And sometimes one time, I don't know which hurricane it was, I came after a big hurricane, and there were a lot of them here on the beach here. I don't know, I think they really look cool. Otherwise they just like these oyster shells, you know. When you see a lot of them, you just don't pick them up. You don't see me pick up any of the oyster shells. Once in a while you see me pick up the ones that are clusters, but I don't pick every one of them. There are a lot of them. Banded tulip. You see the bands around it? There is 2 different kinds of tulips that I know of here. Banded and the true tulip. Angel wings. That's oyster. I just said oyster shell. I said I won't pick them up, but I did. There is another jewel box. I don't know. You think they will look really cool, like it's an earring maybe? This one definitely has a hermit crab on it. You see the color of it? It's different. There is oyster in it, so that's been in the water for a long time. And there is a true tulip, I believe. Maybe that's what it is. No. Oh, something is in there. Put that one back. So I think in one of my future videos I'll do how you can tell if there is a hermit crab in one of them or not. That sounds really cool. Cool idea. You guys had a good idea. Pen shell. Pen shell is really cool if you can dig them out alive. There is a nice piece, white piece, It looks like scallop in the middle of it, and they taste really good and nice and sweet. But they are hard to really get. You have to dig them out of the sand. Wow, look how much shells I have. Oh, put one back. That's for good luck. Some of them, they get stuck in the mud, and that color, look at the color of this one, it's dark. And some sit in the sun and they turn white. Look at that, that's just a cluster. This. No, hey, another one of this, look at him. Alright, should I pick him up? Just, yeah, maybe I should pick him up. Why not? Why not? Yep. Oh, why not? Okay, make your decision, man. It's hard to really decide when you're like, oh, do I need it? What do I need it for? What am I going to do with it? Guess what? I'll probably give him to one of my friends here. You know, that's cool. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's really cool if I get enough of him to make a little jar with them in it, but I don't have any room to put them anywhere. I got a lot of things. Mussel clam. They're shiny inside. I'm really cool. Well, let's walk somewhere else. Look at the waves. Is it cool? The sound of the ocean is really cool. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. So what are we gonna find here? Another jewel box. I don't know, I think I see another one in this video in the back over there. I'll just leave it there. I don't know, I think maybe. Oh, that's a mussel shell. Some of them really have nice shiny colors to them. A cool driftwood. It looks like somebody did a firework, used it in fireplace. Firework? Where did that come from? Is that a jewel box, the one on the left over there? Missed it. I didn't see it. I see it now in the video now. But let's see what we're gonna find here. You see the one that has purple color on them here? That's the northern one. The southern ones don't have that purplish color on them. They have the same family. They taste the same. I can't tell the difference between them. Nice channeled whelk. It's beautiful. You know, if they are really alive, they usually have this hairy, fuzzy thing on them. But when they die, they tumble on the rocks here and they clear. And I think they are really cool. I like how they are really shaped and nice. They are beautiful. This is a clusters I was talking about. I found some of them that really looks cool, and all I have to do add a piece or two of oysters to them and it will look like cross. The baby horse conch, that size is perfect. That's beautiful. Now those that you see on a container that I have, some of them might be really still alive. And what I do, I will put them in water and a container and see if any of them move. I'll give them about 10-15 minutes. Then I know which one of them is alive. That's really cool. You see that one here? You can hang it on the wall, put air plant, a shell inside it. That's really cool, a cool piece. I did take that one with me though. I did. I ended up taking. There is another baby horse conch. You see the color of them is really cool when they are babies. Adults are really cool, but not as nice. Angel wing, quahog. That one is a southern quahog. Razor clam. There is a reason they call them razor clam. Those things, when they are in the sand, you're trying to dig the sand, you cut your finger with them. Now this one has a little hole in it. Well, maybe it could be a necklace. You don't have to drill a hole in it. You see the hole on the top? That's actually from a moon snail, shark eye. Something got to it from the top. Piece of driftwood. That's Florida horse conch. The conch or clam. They really taste very good. I've had them before. And this one looks like it's a fossil from inside a clam. It's a mud that got fossilized. And I'll pick it up. It's a beautiful day though. It's a really nice day. I could do this even in a little rainy day. The only thing I don't like to do if it's lightning. I don't like to be out there when it's lightning. And here you go, my friend, let's go and see some dolphins. Okay, look at her. This is a new college kid here. She's gonna be in college next week. Well, I told her that, you know, I'll bring her and her friends on a boat one time. So that's my buddy Walter over there, sitting over there. That's she's his granddaughter. My friend Diane here. You see the wind kind of picked up now. This is afternoon. The wind picked up. You see how it is? It's not like it was earlier, but still, we're still on the water. We're still on the boat. We are enjoying it. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this video. I'm so excited that I was able to put this together, and it's really interesting. Every day something different we find. So, and these are all of them are hermit crabs. You see all of these oysters in the front over there? They hang out around here. So I figured I'd just put them right there. I don't know why. I just they find their way anyway here. You see there is a lot of them here in the bottom of this grass here. I have a couple of other cool areas that I would be going to soon, and I would like to take you guys. This one is an empty shell of a terrapin turtle. This one didn't make it, and they are protected. I will leave this one where it was. It's not like another one is gonna come and live inside it, but I really don't need it, so we'll put it back. Yeah, these terrapin turtles, actually you can find them in the eastern seaboard and Gulf of Mexico of the United States. They are really cool. They call them diamondback, but look at the back of them, the shape, it looks like diamond. These terrapins, they can live from 25 to 40 years in wild. Their number is declining, so there are a lot of organizations that are trying to really keep them alive. There are some organizations that are working to conserve these amazing animals. What can you do as a public is to educate yourself about them. Do not disturb nesting, and watch them on the roads if you are in this area driving, because you will see them on the road all the time. Well, my friends, we are at the end of our trip, and I really appreciate you spending your time today with us, and hopefully we see you again. So until then, goodbye. Bye bye.